Okay, so everybody knows that the new Pet Simulator 99 game has a very unique new feature, and this is the mini games, and you can complete them to get a butt ton of rewards. The very first mini game we got on this list is the classic obby. You unlock this in area number 5, the autumn area, and this obby has a cooldown of 15 minutes, which means after you finish it once, you have to wait 15 minutes to do it again. And this is just a pretty basic obby. You can choose a route, but I recommend choosing the easy one because, well, it's easier and you don't really get a reward boost if you choose the harder one anyway, so just go with the easy one. And once you complete the obby, you just step on this part at the end and boom, you get your rewards. Next minigame we got here is called the Minefield, and you can find this minigame at biome number 11, the Crystal Caverns. And this minigame has a cooldown of 30 minutes, and it's pretty easy to do actually. You just kind of walk over these plates, and some of them are red. If they're green, you're clear. And keep in mind, you don't need to actually memorize your route or anything like that, because after you end up stepping on a red mine, the green path actually still stays there even after you respawn, so it's pretty easy to backtrack your way, and then you just have to go. From my experience of doing this, I would say only around like 5% of the tiles are red, maybe even less, I'm not really sure. Pretty easy minigame, and I recommend doing it when you have the chance. Next up, we got the jungle obby, and this is pretty similar to the classic obby because obviously it's an obby and it's obviously jungle themed because it's located at the jungle temple area number 18. And this minigame also has a cooldown of 15 minutes, exactly like the classic obby, and the goal is just like the classic obby as well. You just have to finish the obby, and once you get to the end, you step right here and you get your rewards. Next up, we got a pretty unique minigame, and this minigame is called Atlantis. And for this one, you basically just have to swim with fish, or I guess you have to become a fish. You can find this minigame at area number 23, the Atlantis area. And this Atlantis minigame, similar to the jungle obby and the classic obby, has a cooldown of 15 minutes. And all you have to do in this minigame is basically just swim through a bunch of hoops. And you make sure you swim through them in order, which is pretty easy to do because the next one appears right after you swim to the first one. And in total, you have to swim through 31 hoops. And the last one's actually going to be in a different color to show you that you finished the course. And once you do that, you're just going to get your rewards. Just make sure you're not way too slow because then you're getting absolutely nothing. Next up, we got another not so unique minigame because I've seen this in a bunch of other games, but I'm glad they've added it to Pet Simulator. And this is the fishing minigame, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of fish for rewards. Once you walk through this portal over here, you're just going to come across a pond which you can fish for, and you also got the shop over here where you can unlock better fishing rods, which basically just lets you fish easier. And it's located at area number 27, which is the Pirate Tavern. And the cool thing about the fishing minigame is that you can actually have a chance of getting the huge Poseidon corgi, and you already know since it's a huge pet, it's very, very good. And it also does have a golden variation, so you might even end up getting that, but I'm not sure if you can get it from fishing. You might need to merge them. I'm not really sure how it works. And surprise, surprise, the fishing minigame has a cooldown of none, literally 0 minutes. So you can literally stay in the fishing world forever. And the way you fish is that you kind of just have to keep this meter around this circle for the whole time, which is kind of hard to do if you have a pretty bad fishing rod like me, but in due time you should get better ones. You could literally spend hours fishing to get that corgi, but I don't know what the chances are, but it's probably like 0.1 or something, maybe even less. Next up, we got another minigame similar to the fishing. Well, not really. This minigame is called the dig site, and basically all you have to do is dig for chests. This is located at area number 30, which is called the fossil dig site, literally the name of the minigame. This also has a cooldown of none, so you can kind of just do it unlimitedly. And basically this dig site is similar to the sand mining simulator from years ago on Roblox. You kind of just have to keep digging with your shovel. The lower you go, the better chance you have for rewards, but the longer it takes to dig. The first area is pretty easy to dig, even with the basic shovel, and you're gonna notice that you get a special currency in the dig site world, which helps you unlock better shovels. And this currency looks oddly familiar if you ask me. I think I've seen this somewhere. And in my opinion, the dig site is probably one of the best mini games out here because, well, it's pretty easy to do, and you could kind of just do it with an auto clicker, which I don't think is bannable. And it's pretty easy to do because all you have to do is literally just click. Just make sure you don't go too low because your shovel is just gonna be bad. Unless you have a really good shovel, then you can go as low as you want. The layers for this dig site are pretty different. First area is the dirt area, and for this one you get 10 to 11 coins once you mine each block. Then you got the rock area, which you get a 10 to 100, and in the rock area you can actually find lapis ores. This is where you first start getting a bunch of cash. Next layer is the hard rock, and for this one you get around 100 to 500 coins per block you mine, and here you can find lapis and gold. Next layer we got is the purple rock, and for this one you get around 100 to 1000 coins per block that you mine, which is pretty good if you ask me. And here you also unlock the ability to mine diamonds. Next up we got red rock, and this is the final layer in the dig site, and for this one you get 200 to 1000 coins per block, and you also have a higher chance of finding diamonds. Now onto the shovels for this minigame. First up we got the normal shovel, which you buy for 2.5 thousand, whatever the currency in this world is called. I'm just gonna call them fantasy coins because that's what they look like. Next up we got the blue steel shovel, which you can get for 12,500 fantasy coins, and then we got the sharp shovel, which you can get for 55,000 fantasy coins. Then we got the pro shovel, and this description literally says for professionals only, dig super fast, and this costs a total of 250,000 fantasy coins. Next up we got the golden shovel, and this one you actually get by completing different mini games. That's pretty much it for the Digite world. I highly recommend this world if you want to get your hands on a bunch of rewards because it's probably the best and coolest one out here. Moving on from the Digite, we got the Pyramid Obby, and this is pretty similar to the Obbies from before. It's located at the Desert Pyramids in area number 31, and you basically just have to complete the Obby, just like the other ones. And this also does have a cooldown of 15 minutes, similar to the Jungle and the Classic Obby, and that's pretty much it. Next up, we got another Obby, and this one is called the Ice Obby, and it's located in area number 38, the Icy Peaks. And similar to the other ones, this also does have a cooldown of 15 minutes, but this Obby is kind of weird because it's really slippery and you might fall off, so make sure you're careful while doing this. Moving on, we got the Sled Race. For this one, you just have to race to your finish. It's located at area number 40 in the ski town, and the pretty cool thing about this race is that it has a 0 cooldown, so you can just keep spamming it basically, but I'm pretty sure they'll change this in the future because it's just a bit too overpowered. And for this one, you basically just go down a hill and make sure you do your best to avoid obstacles. It's easy at first, but it does get way harder towards the end, so that's when you really need to lock in, and you'll know you finished the race once you reach the very bottom of the hill. Moving on from the Sled Race, we got the Chest Rush, and this is located at area number 45, the Lava Forest. The Chest Rush minigame has a cooldown of 2 hours, which means it's pretty easy to get coins in, so I recommend doing this whenever you can. For this one, you have to break through 5 chests with increasing health to get to the end zone, and that end zone has a chance to drop a butt ton of rewards, as well as the huge fire horse. This is like the 3rd minigame on this list that gives you a huge pet, but your chances of getting it are going to be very low, but I'm not really sure. It could be pretty high. I don't think enough data is out on these games to test that yet. Moving on to the next minigame, this one is called Stairway to Heaven. For this one, you have to just go all the way to the top, and this is located at the Into the Void area. Basically just have to climb the stairs, and there's a pretty low chance that you get rewarded with a golden huge angel dog. Pretty unlikely if you ask me. Next up, we got something that is kind of like a minigame, but I'm not really sure if it classifies as one. It is the Flower Garden. You just have to walk through this portal here, which it teleports you to your very own garden. This is one of the end game areas. It's located at area number 54, the Flower Field, and basically what you do in this area is you buy seeds from one of the merchants, and then you can plant them in here. Once it grows up, depending on what seed you get, you'll get different type of rewards. Pretty solid if you ask me. It reminds me of the Zen Garden from Plants vs. Zombies. Alright, moving on from the mini games to the machines. The very first machine you got here is the Pet Equipped machine, and it lets you increase the amount of pets that you can have equipped at the same time. And this is located in area number 4, the Green Forest, and this actually works a little bit differently from Pet Simulator X, and I'll tell you why in a second. In this game, your ranks basically let you decide what the things you can unlock at certain machines, and at this machine, depending on your rank, you can get a larger amount of pets. And the first lock costs 250 diamonds, the second one 500, and the third one 750. And once you upgrade to rank 2, you can increase it 3 more times, but this time you have to pay more diamonds. You have to pay 1k, 1.25k, and 1.5k. And once you reach rank 3, you can actually upgrade it 6 different times. And with rank 4, you can upgrade it 8 times, but the max costs 5,000 diamonds, so it gets pretty expensive. Moving on to the final rank that's currently in the game, rank number 8. Once you reach rank number 8, you can increase the amount by 9, but keep in mind you also have rank upgrades for 7, 6, and all the numbers before that you get, which basically means in this game, even a default player which gets the max level without spending any Robux can equip a total of 55 pets. Isn't that insane? Well, let me tell you this, it's pretty difficult to get the max rank. You need to complete these quests on the right side, and they take a lot of time to do, and I'm not really sure if anyone's max level yet. Anyways, moving on to the next machine. This is the egg machine, and this is located at area number 8, the backyard, and basically what this does is let you open more eggs at the same time. And this obviously also has a rank requirement. When you rank 1, you can increase it by an amount of 2. When you rank 2, you can increase it by 2 for 600 plus 900 diamonds. And once you reach rank 3, you can increase it to 7 for 1.35 thousand diamonds, and you can increase it to 8 for 1.8 thousand diamonds. Pretty expensive, but it's nothing compared to the previous machine. Anyways, moving on from this machine, we got the good old golden pets machine, and I'm pretty sure all of you already knows how this works. This is located in area number 10, which is the mine. Even though you guys know what this machine does, which is turns your pets into gold, which is literally in the name. Unlike the previous game, you don't actually gamble your pets away. For this, you have to give the machine a solid 10 amount of the same pet, and you can't do like 9 with like an 80% chance or anything. It has to be 10, and once you put in 10 pets, you get 1 golden pet back. Pretty solid, and it's definitely gonna help me stop gambling my pets away like last time. Moving on to the next machine, this is the upgrade potions machine. This is located at area number 13, the Dark Forest, and what it does is in the name. It just lets you upgrade your potions. You can basically combine lower tier potions into better ones. You can just put in a bunch of bad potions and get a bunch of decent ones back. Pretty worth it in my opinion. Next machine we got here is the fuse pets machine, and you guys already know how this works. You just basically fuse pets and you can make better ones. Just make sure you fuse them correctly, because some pets have pretty bad matches and you can end up losing a lot of power level on your pets. Next up, we got the good old rainbow pets machine, and this is located in area 31 at the desert pyramids. And this works exactly the same as the golden machine, but instead of putting in normal pets, you have to put in golden pets. And once you put in 10 of the same pet in win gold, you end up getting 1 rainbow pet. A nice switch up from the previous game. That was the basic machines done, but now we still got vending machines. Let me tell you, there's a butt ton of them. The first one is the potions machine, and for this one you can buy a random potion for 37.5 thousand coins each, which gets pretty worth it once you reach the later levels, and this money is basically like pocket change. Next up we got the Enchants Machine located in area number 9, the Misty Falls. For this one you can buy random enchants for 625,000 coins each, which seems like a lot, but again, it's pocket change once you reach the later levels. Next up we got the fruits machine, and you know the deal, you just buy fruits for a total of 2 gold plates each. This is located in area number 14, the mushroom field. Next up we got the fruits 2 machine, and this basically just lets you buy better random fruits for 80,000 gold plates each. This is located in area number 26, the pirate cove. Moving on, we got the potions 2 machine, and this lets you buy better random potions for 2,000 platinum coins each. This is located in area number 35, the safari. Next up we got Enchants II, and this lets you buy better enchants for 750,000 platinum coins each. And this is located in area number 42, the fire and ice area. Next up we got the rare potions, and this lets you buy random potions of a way higher rarity for around 2.5 thousand diamonds each. This is located in area number 47, the underworld bridge. Next up we got the rare enchants machine, and from this one you can buy random enchants for higher rarity for 5,000 diamonds each. And this is located in area number 51, the samurai village. And that's it.